these days you've got to make it easy to do business with. It's got to be customer centric. So the customer's got to really get value out of it and want that information in a certain way. And video does that really well for us.
This is Creativity That Converts, the show where we unpack the art and strategy of using video and content to grow your real estate business. This season, we're coming to you live from Lee Woodward's Complete Leaders Conference in Sydney. We're sitting down with some of Australia's top real estate agents and principals. We'll be talking about real estate marketing, what's working, what's not, and how the best in the business are adapting to stay ahead. No ego, just real talk that gets results. Welcome to Creativity That Converts, Complete Leader Edition. All right, here we are, Creativity That Converts. Now, this one we're not at Complete Leader, but Jason was with me at Complete Leader. So we decided with this one we'd catch up when we got back to Port Macquarie because we both have the lovely pleasure of living in paradise of Port Macquarie. Now, Jason's one of those people that in real estate is just what I call a beautiful human. No matter who you talk to, there's nothing but good words about Jason. So, Jason, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for the invite, yeah.
It's great to sit down and chat. Now, me and Jason have both cycled Thailand. I've done the ride that he did up north previously. He did it this year. I did the South ride. So it was great to have that semi-shared experience with Jason and be able to get to know and hear even more about him. So Jason, tell me, the bike ride, how was that?
Awesome experience. Yeah, no, it was probably one of the best things I've ever done, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that keeps giving. So the more you catch up with the guys you've been with, and that's the other thing, you've got this network of people now that you intimately know because you spend so much time on the road with. So yeah, it's been fantastic.
Now, speaking of networks of people, Complete Leader.
Yeah.
How was that this year?
Awesome. Always is, every time. Yeah, so I've been going for a lot, I've probably done 15 Complete Leaders and probably more complete sales courses as well. So I really love the environment and getting to know all the other businesses in the room. It's the key for it for sure. Yeah,
there's a lot of similarities in that room with leaders that are in those same positions looking for just ways to find their way through what's going on in life.
Like I said to you earlier, it's kind of one of those things, when you're a business owner, it's very lonely and you go through certain things at certain times, and having others that you've met over the years in that room that sort of all get it, they've all either been in the same situation or experiencing it at the same time. So reaching out to those guys is the key. I mean, the presenters and the talks and the conversation at the conference is fantastic, but then having that sort of network of people that you can reach out to is gold. I mean, I've relied on that a lot over the years.
It makes a big difference. I had one agent who I knew who'd just taken over a franchise up north, and having them in the room, you could see they were very quiet at the beginning.
Yeah.
He left a completely different man, talking to people. Yeah, him and Chris Henry were bailing up in the corner and chatting. It was really good to see just the change in him.
Changing confidence,
there is a community there of people that were in the same boat.
Absolutely, and the confidence that he's been through that and now he's met all these people that he can bounce ideas off. Yeah. So, you walk through, with a team behind you almost, it's great.
Yeah, Lee and Robin are the masters of filling a room with like-minded people and then having them watch amazing speakers that seem to touch on points that gets everyone in the room at whatever point they're at in their journey.
Yeah, I said this to Lee, every time I go to leader, when you're at different level or experiencing different crises or different situations in your business, it seems to be every time I go, it's the exact lineup that I needed with all the key points that resonate with me a certain way to get me, to start thinking the way I should be. And everybody has that same experience in different levels. So even though I would have taken these points out, somebody else would have taken different points out. So that's the key that Lee's been so good at over the years, is getting that info out of people for sure.
And then finishing strongly with Stephen Bradbury on stage, the epitome of story.
Yeah.
He really has nailed that.
He's one guy that can tell a really good story. And his story, he owns it. I mean, he totally lives and breathes his story, and you can tell.
I was talking to him after the presentation, and I said to him, your presenting's got a lot better since I saw you 5 years ago. And he was telling me how he'd hired a script writer, a stand-up comedian coach, all these coaches to get him to that level, and it really showed.
That's the difference with an athlete, isn't it? They're used to being coached, and he can adapt. But no, he's hilariously funny, and there's a soft side of the story as well. But, you know, I mean, there's a lot he had to deal with getting through the situation he had.
Yep.
And a lot of people didn't think he deserved what he got. So, you know, him being able to, you know, realise that he did deserve it in the way that he prepped for it. So, yeah, it was a great story, yeah, for sure.
It's the age-old thing. Everyone's an overnight success.
Yeah, it's like
forget about the 12 years.
Yeah. Well, that's what he said.
Success.
I asked him about the media because, you know, the American media can be pretty, and the favourite to win the gold medal was the American.
Yeah.
And, you know, the media over there is pretty savage. And they kind of said that he didn't deserve it. He's going to give the medal back. And he said, why would I? 14 years to get here. And he said, they put it on my neck, it stays there. So, you know, totally cool.
It was quite funny. I was talking to him the next day because he's decided that I need to put a speaker reel together for him. So apparently I'm flying somewhere to do some work with him shortly.
Yeah.
But we were just chatting about how we're going to put together that story for him. I said, because it's such an iconic story that we've got to tell in a speaker reel without giving it all away.
I know what's going to happen. You're going to end up doing a documentary.
Well, it's going to be like
because that's going to happen. Absolutely. Because you know, once you start telling the story, I mean, it's branches. So I think a documentary, I mean, I'd watch it. It's a great story.
Yeah.
So,
surely Australian Story's done something with him by now.
Not to your quality.
I'm going to have to check it out tonight and see. I'll be searching Stephen Bradbury tonight.
Yeah.
No, he certainly inspired my son. My son had a quick look at it after I got home and was telling him about it.
Yeah, nice.
And it was beautiful because he did that. Oh, I've got to get his autograph.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Well, when I talk to him next, no, hang on a minute. And I gave him the book that Steve had given me.
Yeah, nice.
I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, as a true 11-year-old,
nice.
I look up to someone like that. Now, when it comes to icons like that, you're a bit of that in the region here for being known as just the good guy of real estate. Now, you've done all of that without any video.
Yeah, very little video. I mean, I did do a fair bit of video in my younger years. So I did a lot of video vlogging, so weekly vlog, update the market, that sort of thing, but it kind of died off. Like I was saying, you know, Lee mentioned the course that, you know, there was things you used to do which were gold, and then as you got busier, you sort of dropped off, and it's something that I've realised I have dropped off on. But, no, look, we probably could do a lot more promotional video, but we've done a lot of more client videos, so that's kind of where we are at the moment. So we do a lot of client videos. So, with the change of legislation with the Tenancy Act, I did a whole video series on that, on step-by-step, you know, exactly what the landlords would need to know. And we put that together in a nice little web book, and we sent that off to all our clients. And then it had a really good response. So then it went through to all the New South Wales First National landlords, because it was generic First National. And then since then, I've found out that a lot of people have been sharing it to other people they know who didn't know anything about the legislation. So I've been getting a lot of phone calls from other landlords that in different towns and areas that just want more information, basically. So video works. It's just we've done more of our client basis rather than to the public, and that's probably just a strategy we need to look at pivoting.
I love hearing that because everyone's all about those numbers. What numbers are in the bottom corner?
Yeah.
How many views did you get? How many? It's all good and well to get your 5,000 views, but how many leads did you get from that is always my question.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at that, that's gone viral, but just in a different, more connected way.
Yeah. Well, no one's really done it well. That's why I did it. We were sort of at the forefront of the whole changes to the Tenancy Act because, you know, we're a big property management office and that's kind of our bread and butter. So for me, it was more that I came from an angle of just trying to provide really good quality information to the client. So I want my clients to be completely, up on the end of all the legislation changes, which they are now. And not many other people are doing it that well. So video can really cut through those sort of things. Yeah, for sure.
Now, I believe your property managers do a bit of personal video as well.
Yeah, so we do routine inspections. So they'll do one-on-one video directly for the client, for the landlord. Sales guys do the same sort of thing for open homes, just a little, like just iPhone, rough and ready. I've had 25 people through, just great response, good comments. I'll give you a call at 5 p.m. today. Send that out so the vendor just knows instantly because it's anxiety for the vendor. How many people did I get through and that sort of thing. Same with the landlord clients. When we do routines, just everything was great. Tenant was home, had a good chat. They settled in nicely. There's a bit of maintenance here there that we should address. I'll send through the report so you can have a bit more detail with some photos. But let me know when you're free for a chat, basically. And a lot of the time, so we text that straight through. A lot of the time we get instant responses, within 5 minutes because text is so. Text and video are like the perfect combination. And the client says, look, that maintenance, just knock it out, go get it done. And so we don't have to wait around for them to read the report and come back to us. So.
And follow them up because they never got to the report. That's great to hear. I love that. I went into this conversation thinking you weren't really doing video, but you're doing it in a way that I try and get most people to do. So it's great to hear.
Yeah, so we because we've grown from that, point of care, like we generally care about the best result for the client. Yeah. So for us, it wasn't about showing us to be, number one real estate agent in the world, like a lot of agents focus on. We're more about, okay, what can we do to provide value to that client? And what's the best way of delivering that information to the client? So that's why we make it easy. Like these days, you've got to make it easy to do business with. I really believe that it's got to be customer centric. So the customer's got to really get value out of it and want that information in a certain way. And video does that really well for us.
When it comes to property management, we all know it's the backbone of 90% of real estate offices. And is actually the cash flow behind 90% of the real estate offices. Why do you think it is treated like the red-headed stepchild when it comes to marketing in that way?
This is kind of my niche. So this is where I've obviously probably made my career because I focus on property management more so. For me, I think it's just that it's not as glitzy. So it's not the superstar that's all talking from the top of the buildings. That's the difference. But these days, I think things are changing. I think most landlords are looking for that professional property management service that can handle everything for them and do it in a way that they just know peace of mind that it's being looked after. So that's kind of, where we've really been successful because, once we onboard a property, it's client for life basically. So we try and make sure that the asset is looked after. We give good advice on how to maintain things or how to improve things to get more return. And in turn, over time, the trust builds and, the client's for life, And the way I look at it is, everyone focuses on the now with sales. Property management's the long game. We're building a relationship with that client to the point where when they want to sell, there's no question they're going to give it to us to sell. So really, it's just like a long bedded in, nurturing program basically. So
now, when it comes to playing the long game, I'm a massive believer in videos should play the long game for you. Now, I know you've seen some of the samples of our videos where it is the educational pieces. For that, and landlord and tenant onboarding series, those kind of things. Where do you think that fits into the property management scheme?
Perfectly. I think any serious office that's serious about property management as a service, I think those snippet videos are fantastic that you've shown. And we should do more. We do some of them, but we should do a lot more of them because I think realistically, people are so starved for information and they just want to be able to Google it or have a library they can go to at any time. They don't want to have to ring the agent and ask the question. So if we can provide more of that through process in a video format, short, sharp videos that are done professionally, it's going to make it so much better for the client experience because they can go, what happens then? The other thing we do quite a lot now is, particularly with vacates and things, a vacate video, just explain the process from here, step 1, step 2, step 3, just letting them know what's going to happen. Because most people they're not doing it every day like we are, so they don't know the differences. So if you're just up front and saying, look, this is what's going to happen, we'll touch base with you at this point, here's, they go, oh, great, cool, I don't have to worry about it. It's all good.
I think it's one of the things that's most overlooked in real estate, where it's, that's common knowledge. That's common knowledge to someone who deals with it and does it every day. Like, most people buy 1 or 2 properties in a lifetime. Not every day. So things that are common knowledge aren't to them, and they just want that bit of support. And they want it from a trusted source. Because a lot of people, and especially in an aging community like we're in, they're overwhelmed with information. Because they'll search in Google and it'll come up with 5,000 different answers.
But
they don't know which one's right.
And half of them are sponsored links just trying to sell them something. Well, the way, you're totally right. And I think these days, the better information you can provide people, the safer they feel. And then once they feel safe, then they can move forward.
It becomes that like, know and trust.
Exactly. Totally true. And just, we do it every day, so we are the professionals at it, but things change so quickly in our industry as well that the client's got no chance of knowing everything all the time. That's why they hire us. That's why we get paid. So for me, it's about making sure we provide the value when you need to provide the value and make sure that they don't have to go asking for it. Like if we have, most of our systems and processes are almost automated where that video or that snippet will go to them at the right time. So they don't, it's almost the time just before they want to ask that question. So then they've got it and they know it.
It really is mapping out your customer journey.
Absolutely,
Once you know your customer journey, you know what touch points you need to make sure they have the information.
It's a good way of saying it because it's kind of like we do a lot of automation. So you've got the flow of the automation. So all the workflows, right? You're looking at a customer workflow, what they're going to be thinking, when they're going to be thinking it. And that's where we've got to inject that information.
My wife does travel. She's the Lee Woodward of travel.
Yeah,
She coaches travel agents and everything. And she sat down and mapped out her customer journey.
Yeah.
So from the point of phone call to the point of they return from their trip, there's 67 steps that have to be executed by your travel agent.
Yeah, wow.
To do it.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that until you put it in front of me.
No.
I went, oh yeah, book flight, get on plane. Pretty simple stuff.
Yeah.
It was quite amazing to go through. So when she's shown a lot of people that, and it's a system that you can buy from her, that they'll look at it and go, oh my God, wow.
Makes sense.
It's changed people's businesses because it's allowed them to add in automation and do things like touch point videos and those kind of things.
And no one wants reactive agent.
No.
You want to be a proactive agent. You need to give the information before they need it.
Yep.
So they feel safe that they're with the right person.
Or have the resource available where they know to find it.
Yeah. Yeah, like a library of some kind. Yeah. So Lee says it famously in the courses, but there's 138 steps to selling a property. And no one thinks there's that many steps, but there is. Yep. And what we don't do good as an industry is or don't do well is to demonstrate that to the client. No. So, if you can demonstrate that by knowledge, video or stepping through the process in advance, it's definitely going to, number one, they know they're with the right person because they feel like they're getting service. But number two is, you're basically protecting your fee because you're saying, this is what we're doing. It's not like you're undervaluing us. Yeah.
It takes away it's just another overpaid real estate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You want people to say, geez, they did a good job for what they charge.
Yeah,
that's the goal. Money. Exactly right. Yeah. And then we want reviews, right? Yeah.
Can't beat a good review, especially in the day of AI.
These days.
Flying through.
Yeah.
It's been entertaining to watch what they're doing with AI and reviews and stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
They're mining that data. Now, when it comes to video, what's something that you go, okay, we need to be doing externally?
Look, I think we can do a better way of, I think profiles in videos, testimonials in videos are very powerful. So I think we need to build up, we've got, an army of really happy clients. We should be able to get video testimonials because it backs up the customer.
Social proof.
Absolutely, yeah, and comfort that they're in the right territory. On top of that, I think the short videos, I think the explainer videos are gold. I think we should definitely do some more of those and build more of those in the process. Video vlogs or reports, I think doing a monthly report for a video for a sales agent particularly is a really important thing.
So do your agents have patches up here?
Not really, no, because my guys have been, they've been selling for a long time, so there's all this cross.
Just built it.
Yeah, so they've got a good network, and we actually work as a team, whereas a lot of offices, out for yourself. We do share clients often, we do conjunct often, we do sell each other's stock very often. So for us, it's more about the client experience than trying to defend patches. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. It'd be good to see a combined video from you guys of the top sales in the region.
Yeah. No, definitely. Look, I think so. And I think in just a general, the RP Datas and places like that, CoreLogic, they do videos for the market. I can see us doing something very similar to that, but more just very our area, very, content, not too heavy, but definite things that people want to know about, right?
Yeah, they don't need to know. Ultimately, I've always said there's three things that people want to know. What's my house worth?
Yeah.
How long is it going to take you to sell it? And who should be doing it?
Yeah.
Really, that's real estate marketing.
Yeah.
For what it is.
If you can tick those boxes, you should be right?
Get them that information. It's not that hard.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. If there's anyone that's thinking about doing video on the internal side and using it as communication, what would you say to them?
Go for it. Everybody's fear is that they're going to feel like an idiot. And you will feel like an idiot the first time you do it, and you play it back, and you
as they did at their first listing presentation.
Absolutely, it's no different. The things you do more, you get more comfortable with. And my team was the same. Those routine videos, everyone thought that I feel silly doing it. But the ultimate thing is, the more you do them, the more comfortable you get a flow about it. But the responses is the big thing. Once they started getting owners saying, "Oh, thank God, that's fantastic. Thanks so much for seeing that through," confidence builds, and they start going. So, for anyone looking to do it, just take the step and do it. That's the bottom line. Get a strategy, a good strategy, plan it, and then just do it. And consistency. That's the other one.
Stay consistent.
Yeah.
Don't go out and try and do it on scale.
Yeah.
Start small.
Yeah, just start.
Get it out.
Yeah.
Work with that. Once
Yeah.
you've mastered that, then move to the next level. And
Absolutely.
through.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks for coming in and having a chat today.
Appreciate your time. Thanks so much for the invite.